What's up, adventurers? Are you ready for superpowers? 1-2 punch. Keep living the adventure. Axis of Awesome. What's up, adventurers? Welcome to another collection close-up. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Kenner Super Powers Batmobile and Batman figure. We're also going to be doing a bonus review unboxing of this Mcfarlane Toys Batwing I got on clearance at Walmart. I hope you guys are really going to enjoy this collection close-up. Let's get kicking. All right, welcome back, guys. So a lot of you guys out there who are in my age group are familiar with the Kenner's Super Powers line of figures. One of the coolest toy lines of the 1980s. A lot of us, myself included, and I know Adam of G.I. Joe Lost Chronicles, grew up with the Mego superheroes, but when Mego folded in the early 1980s, there really wasn't a good action figure of the comic book heroes we all know and love out there to collect. Around this time, Mattel Corporation dropped the Secret Wars figures from the Marvel Comics comic of the same name. It was a really cool toy line, and to compete with that, I believe Kenner created these superpower figures, which also had a compatible comic book from DC. Really cool line of figures. Kenner did a fantastic job with this. There were a lot of figures released. I had several. I believe I had, of course, Batman. I had Superman. I had Green Arrow. I had Aquaman. I had The Flash, as well as a couple others. I never really got into it like I did with some of the other toy lines, but I really loved superheroes growing up. And I had all of the Mattel Secret Wars figures. It was weird because they were similar in size, but the Mattel Secret Wars figures didn't have any play action, but these definitely did. And I was always a fan of these. My favorite superhero growing up was either Batman or Spider-Man. I loved both of them equally. I had Mego versions of both, and I wore those out. Obviously, you've seen my 1978 12-inch Spider-Man that I still have. My son plays with that. This, however, I do not let him play with because I don't know if he'd break it, and I love this thing. I've loved it ever since I was a kid. When I had all my superhero figures from this line and my Mattel Secret Wars line, I have a nephew who's 10 years younger than me, and he's kind of like a little brother, and I gave him a lot of my superhero figures, but this is one I did not give him. I kept my Batman and my Batmobile because I had the Mego Batman and Batmobile, and we got rid of those, and I always regretted that. This is awesome. So first off, here's my Batman. I've had this ever since I bought him at Kmart back in 1984. I rode my bike over there after I mowed a lawn and bought him and I believe Superman at the same time. Love these figures. They were all around the same body style with a few different molds, but they all had different actions. Batman, obviously, you squeeze his legs together and he would punch. 1-2 punch. Really cool. Kenner would use this action on other action figure lines. This is the original cape. Everything's original with this guy. This is my original Batman. I love this iteration of Batman with the tights and the light blue accents on the gloves and cowl. Love this guy. So at the same time, I believe around the same time, I got this in the fall of '84. For my birthday, my parents got me the Batmobile, which I thought was awesome. Let's set Batman back here. This is one of the coolest things. I wish I still had the box because the box art for these superpower figures were really cool as well. This thing did so many things. You can see here, it's a really cool version of the Batmobile. Nicely well made. I still have, it's all original. Everything on here is original. And sorry about that. Everything on here is original. It's a little dusty from being in my attic, but it has a lot of play features. You've got the cockpit here, which has the cool decos on there. The front had the portion here where you can push it down, push it forward, I guess. I can't remember how this worked. You push it in, I guess, and then this lever here, there we go. This lever here would activate the front battering ram. This portion here this yellow portion, pushed it tab forward, it activates the cool headlights, which were awesome. Of course, you've got the Batman style cowl on the front and the back. One of the coolest things, the capture claw. So you got the button here, and then it would, just like that. We can even demonstrate it. I think the box art had the Joker on there. So there we go. We put Batman up there. There we go. He's all captured. Super cool, man. And those are the play features of this Batmobile. I wish I would have got Robin, but I never really got him. I always wanted him, but I always bought different figures instead because, I don't know, I just liked a lot of the other figures, and Robin didn't really fit my bill at the time. But I think the Batmobile, it used to have a portion here that would kind of activate like a motor rev sound. Probably like a tab up in there. I think it's probably worn out from being played with so much as a kid. But yeah, what a great car. Now I know Mcfarlane Toys has relaunched the Super Powers line. Really cool. The figures don't do anything, but it's very much true to the original line that we had back in the day, this 1984 line. And the Batmobile that they've got is really cool looking, but it's nowhere near like this. I mean, this is nostalgic, awesome. I know a lot of guys out there still have their Batmobile and still have a lot of their superpower figures. And I'm one of those people as well. I know I've got a little bit of a area here that's come apart. Who knows what's going on? Maybe from storage. Oh, no, that's just the way it's supposed to be, I guess. It's been so long since I looked at this thing, but I love this car. I don't know if I could ever get rid of this. I'll give it to my son someday. He's not a real big Batman fan. He likes Spider-Man, I think, a lot better. But who cares? When he gets older, he's going to get his dad's collection of everything. So he can choose what he wants to keep or get rid of then. I'll probably be too damn old to care. So this is it, guys. This is my cool Super Powers 1984 Batmobile and Batman figure. I hope you guys like this review. Let me know in the comments if you have this Batman, if you have the Super Powers line, what you think of it, if you like the Mattel Secret Wars line better. I like them both equally. I love the way those 80s toys still look today. They hold their age well. So we'll pause the video. We're going to do a cool review of another item, the Super Powers Batwing. All right, gang, here we are. So this is the Super Powers Batwing, Batman's air combat vehicle by Mcfarlane Toys. Really cool. It debuted MSRP $29.97, but I got it for a little over $10 with tax on a big clearance buy at Walmart. I love this thing. If you're familiar with the old Super Powers packaging of the 1980s, this is very true to it. It comes with a lot of really cool retro style box art. On the back, you can see it showcases some of the cool details of this awesome Batwing. When I saw this originally, when it came out, Mcfarlane leaked these to, or I guess debuted these at Walmart. Excuse me. I definitely planned on getting one of these. I was just hoping it went on clearance, and when it did go on clearance, I'd be able to find one. Luckily, I did. So I think this is going to go great with our Batman and Batmobile that I have from my Super Powers line. And I hope you guys agree. So we're going to pause the video and take this thing out of the box and take a closer look at it. All right, gang, welcome back. So here is the aforementioned Batwing out of the box. First glance, super cool vehicle. The blue, it's pretty close to the original Batmobile that we previewed right here. Let me move this box over and we can kind of put it in here with it. The blue is very, very close. Not exactly a match, but that would be a really hard color to match, I think, over the years. The Bat logo is very similar to the logo on the original Super Powers Batmobile, and as well as the canopy matches the orange on the canopy of the Batmobile as well. Not quite, like I said, exact, but very, very close, which is cool. The inside of this, well, first of all, the wings pop down to activate the Batwing per se, and then you flip it up, and it's super cool. It becomes the Batman logo, which we saw in, I believe, the Batman '89 movie, or it might have been the sequel to that. That he used the Batwing in that to silhouette the Batwing over the moon, which was really, really cool. So like I said, the wings pop down. The front here is a push button that activates the canopy, and you can see the canopy has the Bat steering wheel, very similar to the Bat steering wheel in this as well, with some really cool accents, control panel accents in here. And also, we can fit our Super Powers Batman in the Batwing, like so. Looks really, really cool. I really, really like this a lot. The bottom has a control that allows you to use this gripping mechanism, like so. I think that's really cool. So it has a little bit of play value and function. And I think this is really, really cool little vehicle. I don't think it's worth the $29.97 that they charged for it originally. I think this is more along the lines of maybe $20 or so. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that there's no landing gears on the bottom. So I really wish that they would have included like a couple supports here, and then a pop-down landing gear, similar to a Star Wars vehicle. But that's okay. I mean, if you're going to display this, you're probably going to hang it from your ceiling anyway. But this is really, really a cool little vehicle and a really cool addition to my Super Powers Batman collection. I really, really like it a lot. I'm glad I bought it. I got it for $10, and I don't know. You can probably find these at Walmart right now. I know the figures were on clearance several months ago, and of course, like I think I mentioned earlier, the figures are really much true to the original Super Powers line, but they don't have no mechanical functions. They don't punch. They don't do anything. They're just kind of like a glorified mannequin version of the original Super Powers figures. But I really like this a lot. This is a cool Batwing, and I think you guys would like these too if you're a fan of this line of toys. And that's about it, guys. So anyways, this has been the review of our Batwing from the Mcfarlane Toys Super Powers line, along with my collection close-up, my my Batman Super Powers Batmobile from 1984, along with my Batman. So I hope you guys enjoyed this collection close-up and bonus review. Let me know in the comments what you think of these items. If you have the Super Powers figures, I know a lot of you guys out there do. And in the meantime, guys, keep living the adventure, and cheers.